Good. Shit! Ha! Hostile was close! You say something?
Look, I'm not one of those content creators for this game who will post every single video for every single update explaining every single perk and reading it out like you are reading a storybook to a child. I'm not that kind of a content creator. You have a brain, you should use your brain. If you are listening to this video and you end up listening to this whole video, then congratulations, you have learned a lot and you have gained brain cells. So sit back and relax. So this new Horde mode, why are they adding for Phoenix, Arizona? Like we already have the Horde mode maps, like they have already been released on December 5th. All those 3 campaign maps, the so-called campaign maps, are actually not campaign maps, they are Horde mode maps, for me at least. Like all you do in this Horde mode kind of gameplay is to stand up platforms and mag dump your entire Horde until everything is dead. Like that's all you do. There is no skill involved in that kind of gameplay, and all the new maps they have designed in Phoenix are Horde mode maps. So I don't really get why are they adding another Horde mode. Like it's pointless. Like Saber Interactive is a developer who will create a new map, and the source and the news they are going to post it off is on Reddit and Discord. Like Discord and Reddit is their social media platform. Like look at the other developers, what they do in other games. When they add new maps, new content, they have playtesters, they add it on Steam, they have their own forums, everything, and they make a detailed patch notes and everything, and they have their showcases of the new maps they are going to release. That's how the other games work, but Saber Interactive doesn't care about their game. The only source of information for this game is Reddit, and Reddit is the worst platform that you could have. But that's what the developer chooses to have, and I have no option than to open Reddit. In the poster of the update, they show 4 players standing below the plane and on that platform fighting all the zombies, and it would be fun to do that. But guess what? I tried to do the exact same thing in the game, and you can't even access this area. Like you literally cannot go on this platform in the game and fight all the zombies like you show in the poster. So why show something in the poster which is not true in the game? Like you are fake. And guess what? Like there are many other problems with the Horde XL mode. First of all, you are adding more zombies in the XL mode, but they are anyway going to get killed by the XL defenses like the plane or the lasers from space. So what is the point? Let me kill all the zombies. And you know what? The 500 coins you spend on the XL Horde are pointless when you have a weapon called as assault shotgun with explosive ammo, which is more efficient to kill all of those extra zombies by yourself. Like I'm not joking, this is actually the case, and no good players would spend 500 coins on the XL defenses when they can just use assault shotguns and kill the hordes with infinite ammo and explosive ammo by themselves. So again, like this is some kind of a gimmick of planes and lasers from space trying to kill all the zombies, and you kind of wonder, aha, that this looks cool, but it is actually not. Either the lasers are going to kill all the zombies or the tier 3 assault shotgun. Pick your choice. Apart from the new Horde map, they are adding this new melee weapon. I think this is a medium melee weapon, so it doesn't really matter. Like who cares about medium melee? They are only used for slashers, maybe Hellraiser, that's about it. And yeah, the medium melee weapons do not really work. So why do I know this is a medium melee weapon? Because the light melee weapons are always two-handed, and this is a single-handed weapon, and it looks a bit smaller, so it's not a heavy melee weapon, it's a medium melee weapon. It will be interesting to see what kind of perks they are going to add, but it is certainly going to be some kind of cheesy perks as usual. Like Saber Interactive and their developers can only come up with cheesy stuff in the game. which takes no skill. They will add some kind of invulnerability or some dumb shit. I don't know. There is no playtesting in this game. Like, where are the playtesters? Apart from that, they are adding these new skins, so $5 or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna buy them. Nobody clever enough, nobody with brain cells will buy all these skins ever. I do not want to support this developer. I would have supported if they would fix all the bugs, add gameplay to this game, balance the game, fix all the bugs for 5 years, do some playtesting, then I will think about supporting and paying some money for the skins. Like few weeks ago there was a Horde mode challenge for the community where you have to reach some wave like 50 maybe without defenses, and Chris Kringle took part in that competition or whatever, if you can call that a competition, but whatever. He's kind of writing everything on Reddit, and look what he says basically. Like, at 3 or 30-minute mark, when the oil phase begins and all the zombies are ghosts, slightly different than one spawn from the joining late, and 95% of all the Zig are ghosts and can't be killed by guns, so you have to blow them up or burn them. Yeah. These guys basically saying that after 3 hours, the game is buggy and there are ghost zombies. Still, in 2024, after 5 years. And that's all I need to know. Like, this guy and his team probably won, because I don't think anyone participated in that competition, because why would anyone with brain cells would not participate in such a competition when the game is so buggy? And the ghost zombies are basically, I don't know, like these are zombies but you can't kill them, and this bug has been in the game since they released the Horde mode, and it's all I think it has to do with server issues, and I don't have to tell you guys more. Just go on Google and search Horde mode ghost zombies and you will get tons of posts dating back to 2020, 21, 23, like lots of posts where they literally say on Reddit like it's an increasingly common bug, and this is why I never played this mode, because the Horde mode was buggy since the release. It is still buggy. They are not fixing it. They have never fixed it. They only blame it probably on your connection or your internet connection, but thousands of people wouldn't have internet connection issues. This community manager, I posted this, will not look at all these comments. We will just look at one guy's comment. He's Nightstar79. This guy knows what's the deal with here is. Like, this guy literally knows that the game is bad. Like, not the game is bad, but the developers are really bad to fix this game. Like, the game would have been okay and playable when all of these bugs are fixed, but they aren't fixing it. And this guy says everything correctly, and you can go on Reddit and read everything, but guess what? He's getting all the dislikes. Look at the dislikes on his post. Like, the guy who says the truth always gets a dislike on Reddit. This post was made 3 years ago, and this guy got team killed because of ghost zombie. Like, everyone thought the ghost zombies are because of this guy using hacks, and he got team killed. And guess what? Underneath this video, this is the same guy, Nightstar79, and he says like this game is buggy. He's absolutely right, and he used to get 6 likes, but today he's getting all dislikes and his posts are generally buried. So what is this community? The community and the developers are so bad that they are going to treat their loyal players like this, who have been playing the game for years and years. Like, you can't justify this. The Horde mode sucks because it has no gameplay. You can see all these guys are doing is basically standing in one spot on some kind of platform. The spots are fixed, and all these guys are doing is mag dumping on a bunch of enemies. Mag dumping on bunch of enemies who really do not have any AI in them has never been fun. It will never be fun. It will maybe be fun for maybe 1 or 2 games, but not more than that. Like, all the Horde mode does is basically standing on platforms using overpowered guns and mag dumping. That's all these guys are doing. How is this fun? Like, dumping magazines and ammo on bunch of enemies doesn't take any skill. Like, these guys are just pressing left click. and that's all I see now. This competition was basically like don't use defenses, but the classes they are using is two drone masters, and specifically two pistol drone masters, because well there are going to be some stray zombies which you are supposed to actually use your aim and gun to headshot, but when these guys are using like broken weapons like the multi-barrel assault shotgun and ACW, then you do not have to headshot at all, and the drone is literally killing all the strays. So the enemies who are kind of fun to engage with are just getting killed without any skill. And again, like all this mag dumping, like 4 people sitting in one spot getting some ammo and mag dumping, like pressing left click, like how much skill is this? Like this doesn't take any skill. Like any player who has been playing extreme for years would instantly beat this team. Like the extreme players who die in 3 hits will never ever attempt to play this, because it will be too boring to even prove a point. To stand in one spot for 4 or 5 hours and to press left click, that is boring. The only challenging stuff this game mode has is to hold your P. Even if they would have had added a mode where you could just jump onto the wave 40 or 50 to get all the hordes at the start, it would have been fun. But you have to literally spend 2 hours playing the smaller waves on lower wave count just to get to the higher waves and deal with larger hordes. Like why waste so much time? You have to form a team and play. You can't just hop in and out of games like you do on extreme. You really die in like 7 to 8 hits. I will just put a clip of how many hits you die on horde mode. So it is definitely much higher than how you die on extreme. Like if you play on extreme, even with class weakness, you will just die in 3 to 2 hits, and that is challenging, like to avoid every single counter. And by the way, the horde zombies do not have any health. To wrap this up, I'm just going to say this: the horde mode, I never play it. It is bad because it's always been buggy since 4 years. They have never tried to fix it. Their own loyal players, they try to dislike and downvote them, the whole community on Reddit. And the guy who actually played the competition of horde mode, he's saying everywhere how buggy the horde mode is and still trying to play the horde mode. And despite all of that, Saber Interactive will never fix their game. They never fix the horde mode, they never fix the issue of ghost zombies. And the other problem is the horde mode delivers bad gameplay. You are just shooting a bunch of swarm enemies who do not have any health. The swarm enemies in this game have a major issue of not having health compared to the stray enemies, and they die really fast in like one shot. And shooting bunch of swarm enemies who have no AI, who have no health, and who just die with one body shot literally takes no skill. You die with 7 to 8, I don't know, 7 hits on horde mode, and that's a lot compared to extreme. You have to use OP weapons to get to higher waves. It is not fun to use OP weapons and mag dumping everything. They do not require skill. You do not have to aim for the weak spot. You just have to mag dump and dump ammo on enemies for hours and hours, and you just have to stand in one spot for hours and keep mag dumping. That's all the horde mode is, and it is extremely repetitive and predictable. The horde waves and everything is very predictable, and they all come in patterns, and once you know where they're coming from, you're just gonna mag dump them all and you're going to win. That's how you play the mode. It doesn't take any skill and it doesn't take any resource management, nothing. That's about it. And trying to spend hours and hours just to reach to wave 40 is kind of bad when you have to spend like hours to get to higher waves where there are more enemies. So again, like this whole design of the horde mode is so bad that I've never played it like more than 2 times for around 4 years. Like it's really bad, like bad gameplay, buggy, doesn't make sense. If you compare to other games like Killing Floor 2, it has a much better horde mode, but horde mode is all the stuff the Killing Floor 2 has. Like it has waves and you get to spawn, I mean you get to decide on how many enemies and specials they are going to spawn. I mean mostly how many enemies they are going to spawn, and the Horde mode has limit like 10 waves, and after 10 waves you get a boss fight. And that is how good Horde mode looks like in Killing Floor 2. World War Z's Horde mode is pretty much, I would say, a nonsense mode. Like it is the worst mode in any game I've ever seen, and I don't think they are going to stop having updates because this game is so buggy that every single day I can post a video of a bug, and that's too much. And at some point I don't think they are going to give up this game because of how buggy that is. Like it's so buggy that you can't really give up on a game because the bugs are going to exist forever in the game. That's going to put a bad light on them, so they have to keep making some dumb content like this. Even if it's free, like it's all pointless, and all this development time they could have used to fix the bugs and do a lot of other stuff, and actually have a mod support in the game where the community actually decides and creates its own content. It is the best thing a game can ever have. But Saber Interactive is so bad that they would never and never ever do this kind of stuff. The only good thing which came out of this update is the golden skin on the battle rifle tier 3. This skin looks absolutely sick, and this is my favorite weapon now. I will be using this weapon all the time in all the games when I find it. And on that note, I'll see you guys later.